We did it! So I was on the money, just the wrong cooking station. Okay. Hello and welcome back to my channel, ladies. My name is Natalie and we are at the Haunted Festival. Because I got the final thing for this puzzle. Great that it works. There we are. And I think that is the final puzzle for now that we can do. Oh, terrorific tree. Look at how cool that is. Yeah, a little less than 2 days, so on Wednesday. Cool, cool, cool. I'm also almost done with... What is it? These duties. I have to do that tomorrow, but all out of nowhere, Kristoff now has a new quest. Out of nowhere. So we are going to try and do that. I'm not going to try. So this is going to be a very, very, very short video. By the way, I just didn't want to do it without you or doing solving the puzzle without you. Hello. Where is Kristoff? Probably near his home. No. Is that cat? That is cat. It's not my cat. Kristoff. Kristoff is in Scrooge's store. And we're going to put a tree up in the floating realm. Or near. We could make that place creepier. Yes. I was going to say what are we doing here, but we know what we're doing here. You're not matched together, all of you. Hey Nathalie, so how's your day going? Pretty good. On the lookout for adventure. You? Gotta admire your energy. Yeah. You know, after that ball, I saw how the whole village came together to make that special moment for Belle. It makes me realize It made me realize I'm really a part of something here, which is great. But before I met Anna, it was mostly just me and Sven in the forest. He's coming, buddy. I love being a part of the village, but I kind of miss those quiet moments too. I've been wondering if there's a way to find that quiet feeling again, here in the village. We can certainly try to create some tranquility. That's what I was hoping you'd say. You know who else might appreciate this? The Beast. What do you think? Should we ask him if he wants to join us in a search for some quiet time? I can totally see you two being buddies. So yeah, definitely. But apparently I haven't checked this out yesterday. I still have to decorate this area. Hey Beast, got a moment? Here. Kristoff and I were talking about how being in nature can help you feel more at peace. I understand that. When I first came to the village, I felt lost. But caring for the small creatures here, feeding them, watching them, it helped me find my place. You're great with them now. So maybe you'd want to join us? Just a peaceful walk time with the critters? A quiet outing? That sounds nice. Is there anything we need to prepare? I'll get a treat for the critters. They'll like that. Thank you for thinking of it. You're welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to feed the raccoons, the squirrels, and bunnies. So this is going to be a multiple day thing. Because there are never 3 of them at the same time. Rarely, I should say. Yeah. I think we should have my chest here. Well, we don't have everything. Well, we can immediately pack up some blueberries and put them in that chest. Because that's going to be the collection chest throughout all the realms. Where we can access every critter food source. 3 of you, but I'll immediately take a whole bunch. And we need some peanuts. We could just buy them at Remy's, take a whole collection and also put them in the box. Because then this is getting along quite nicely. I'm still waiting for the unglorious day where they're going to give us a skin for his human form. I don't hope they do that. I do not. But it could happen, you know? You know what I would also really like to see? Is, there we go. It's a bit much, isn't it? It is. There we go. What I would also like to see is some mastery for the fruit stuff and for the vegetables. It was just one of the features during Kristoff while feeding critters. It's just one of the things I really liked in Farmville in the good old days of Facebook. And I think it would really work well in a game like this. You know, just a little extra something something. Okay, we need to find a squirrel that isn't just living his happy little life in my park. The critters in Eternity Isle, for me, are already level 3. That's how you can see which realm I definitely prefer in this game. Oh, but most of these are already... Oh. Just a few of them were behind. But you guys have been way longer.
Let me ask you a question. Who's got the best neighbors in the valley? That's right.
I do.
You're looking at him.
Ooh. Okay, we need to find a squirrel. Oh, a squirrel. Thank you, squirrel. Why did I need to arrange for 3 things if we're only going to have to feed 1? Not that I mind awfully much, but you know. I think you took this out for... I hope you didn't. I also wanted... I made a list of all the villagers that were gardening, the specialty like fishing, so I made sure to put them all... Like, my gardening was 22 villages did that. Then the second biggest one was mining with, I believe, 16 or 18. And then the others were almost similar. Except for time bending and snippet catching, which had only 3 villages. So I was like, oh, we can make those manuals, so I'll just do that. But those freaking things are expensive. Sometimes I don't get why Dreamlight... Like, why things have to cost so much, you know? We're lucky that we got the uncrafting station. But now, even with those manuals, I'm like, why do they need to cost so much? Like, it's... Let me show you, actually, how much it is. Because... like, for example, the digging one, 5,000. Is it all 5,000? Like, I wanna spend it, but at the same time, it's very expensive. Like, I can only make 4 things right now. And this is atrocious. Like, I have to put 5 more people, give them one of these manuals. Disgusting. Okay, listen to Kristoff and the beast share a moment of understanding and peace. Okay. Thanks for joining me. Us. Thank you for inviting me. Nature is... peaceful. Right? Yeah? Oh, good talk, man. This is nice. Yep. This is 2 men having a good conversation, isn't it?
Hi.
That was really nice, Nathalie. Thanks. You and the beast make a good team. Well, that includes you too now. The animals here aren't so different from back in Arendelle. I think that's what I've been missing. That connection to the living in the woods part of me. And today reminded me of it. Thanks again.
Whoa. I'm impressed.
You're welcome. Okay, now we're finally done with all the quests again, and this is going to be a very, very, very short video. Or, instead, I wait a few days and we are going to do this instead of quitting. Just watch this be the shortest thing of this entire Haunted Festival. We should be able to get inside that house now. Now I just have to remember, not that it is that big, but we just have to figure out how to get inside. Wasn't it this way? Yes, it is. Hello. Let's enter the house. This looks cool. Hello. Hi. Turn up the heat and make it bubble. You get a prize for all your trouble. Ingredients: a thorny bloom of white petals, a feline fish, 2 fleshless fish, favored by a ghostly fox, a fish that's always on guard. How are we going to get... Do I have to get that from my home? Because that would be fine. Because that's swordfish. I can put stuff in here. But what would we want? A thorny bloom of white petals, a feline fish, 2 fleshless fish, and a fish that's always on guard. Okay, so that is the swordfish at least that we need. And a catfish! Yeah. A swordfish. 2 feline fish. So that's 2 catfish. 2 feline fish. Then it was one of the ghost fishies. Where would that go? Not in the vegetables one, surely. And where would the flower go? Because it isn't in here, the skeleton fish. Skeleton fish. Wait, how much did it... It was 1 catfish, wasn't it? Yeah, 2 fleshless fish. Okay. 1 catfish. 2 skelly fishes. 1 swordfish. And then we need to get that thorny rose, right? Or is it something else? Because I don't see the thorny rose in here at all. A thorny bloom of white petals. But you would say that's this, the haunted white rose. I'm on my own, no one... It isn't... The answer isn't on Google yet. Oh no. So, the flower thing. A thorny bloom of white petals. A thorny bloom... Because apparently it isn't a rose thing. Okay, let's maybe gather some more and see if we can figure this out. Because that thing, that big cauldron, is there for a reason too. They didn't just put that in for shits and giggles for us to be able to put stuff in. Okay, so that's why the 2 fleshless fish go in together. Maybe we have to grab them from our home? And then we can briefly go back to get a catfish and a swordfish? We can try that. Because I thought I had to cook, but that's the cooking station didn't have the sparkle, so that would not make sense. I don't know why I was going for that, but we'll get it, hopefully. Let's try this. But it kind of wouldn't make sense that we would have to leave the Haunted Festival for this, right? Because so far we haven't had to grab something from back home from our valley and go back, doesn't mean that it isn't the case right now. We did it! So I was on the money, just the wrong cooking station. Okay. The Black Cauldron. Cool. And then we have to wait till next week to get this. Now it's really the end. Have a good day. Goodbye.